What's up, everybody? Solowolflive here. Today we're going to talk about Final Fantasy XIV and Realm Reborn, as everybody call it, 2.x or RR, which means Realm Reborn. And one of the reasons I planned to make the video was because of guide, but my script and some of my recording got corrupted, so I can't really show the important stuff. I don't feel like making a new character, and yes, I did make a new character. Before anybody asks, I could do. They say you could do New Game Plus. You could do New Game Plus. Why not do New Game Plus? One reason I'm not doing New Game Plus because it's not the best way to show new player perspective, and I have more fun starting a brand new character, starting from scratch, and just go through the story, do content I actually wanted to do, and so on and so forth. So, and I don't know what the name of the video. I'm gonna probably talk about my journey through Realm Reborn. Oh, that should sound really nice. And throw some advice about some stuff and through pointers for new players. And is it true that I've been hearing some people say Realm Reborn is trash? I don't think so, in my opinion. But we're gonna go through that. We're gonna go through that in a minute as I'm explaining. I'm going through the video. I just want to take like a few minutes of your time and say thank God for clicking on the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will be stuttering a lot. I will be pronouncing stuff wrong. As you can tell, I'm kind of, I kind of like what the word looking for. Unsure of this video, what to name it. I mean, the journey around Reborn sound nice, and I would throw some, little backstory, tons of backstory of myself finding out this game. I'm gonna talk about this game and stuff. Like for instance, I found out about this game because it was all over the internet. My brother gave me a beta, like pretty much like it was a beta finna happen, and he just put it in for me, say, hey, yeah, I'll put you in for the Final 14 beta. But anyway, the true part I find out about the beta, phase 3 beta, yes, I play on the PS, I used to play on PS3, was we just played a game, White Knight Chronicles 2, the server shut down, and we heard that Final 14, we want to play on Final 14, that Final 1.x got shut down, and I had no powerful PC anyway, so I was like, okay, I can't play. Then my brothers helped me out with the whole beta thing. I actually got in. Then it was actually pretty fun. So what my direction of the video, like I said, just me having fun going through Realm Reborn, talk about some story time, probably share my opinions about some quests, and going through Eorzea, and I mean, as a player that used to play 2013, so I'm not talking so much. I am very passionate about Final 14, especially around Reborn, because I think people overlook it a lot. I still hold it up there because I think many people forgotten how much fun Realm Reborn was. But many people look at Ultimates, Chaotic Raid now, Savages, all that stuff. So I mean, wait, yeah, Realm Reborn did have Savage, but the war was still the same. Anyway, enough talking. I want to say thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. I don't think I say this, but I will be doing multiple different days on voiceovers because I'm a very busy guy. So one day I might sound like this, one day I might sound tired, one day I might sound too far or too close. Just know that I'm trying my best to adjust the audio as best as I can. So yeah, guys, let's get the video started. As you can see here, I got my character options. I could be different races, different genders. Me, I just saw my Makote, I almost say Mithra, a Makote character. Y'all know I'm gonna be a Makote, so I'm just going to cycle through these and just show the audience what the races out there. You can customize your character you want to. Let's just go to my character and let's get this started. All right, I actually been done customizing my character, and I really don't remember them putting these categories in there, like tabs saying like, oh, these two are tanks, this a healer, and the other one is, and the other category is a DPS. I don't remember that, but I could be totally wrong about it. So I'm actually happy that I actually did this, because I don't remember this at all. And I was actually deciding which role I want to be, even though at the end of the day it doesn't matter, because you could be which role that you want. Cause like your character could do pretty much any roles. So I just zapping through the AF, say like, I wonder what I'm gonna be. Should I be a healer? I don't know. I actually thought about pugilist for a minute. I like, dude, I said, man, back in the day I used to make monk. Dragoon AF look amazing. Bard AF, it just depends, just kills me. But the black mage always look cool at the end of the day. You do got Arcanist that is a summoner and a scholar. So pretty much it's 2 roles in 1, which is really neat. But you know what? Let me just play Gladiator, whatever. Let me just get this. Then like I had to pick a server. Now this is where I had to scratch my head a bit. I was like, dang, I can't join Diabolos. Well, what's dropping to join? I like, you know what? Let me join this server. And I launched it now Balmung. But at the end of the day, it's Crystal Data Center, and Crystal Data Center is a RP server. And good thing I blocked chat. I gotta say, good thing I blocked chat. So as we sitting here waiting, we are ready to do our new adventure in Final 14 Reborn. So let's just go straight in there and let's enjoy the scene.
Here, feel.
Some reason I love to watch that cutscene, even though that I way past that point. It just bring back nostalgia. Now I just love making new characters. What can I say? But anyway, I put an auto text, so I had to cipher through. So this is an NPC right here. He gonna talk to you, tell you the history, tell you hey, tell you what's going on, and pretty much a bit of a history of Uda and whatever. But he do ask you a particular question. So he will ask you 3 particular questions, but actually 4 in options. So pretty much you put game power, he give you a ring that give you +1 crit. If you say to glory, he will give you pretty much a tank ring, give you +1 vitality. But you pick a mass or fortune. He will give you a CP ring, which is for crafting. If you pick ... he will give you a ring of freedom, which is determination +1. So do all this really matters? Not really. But I played to gain power because I'm pretty much honest about this. I love to pick the option for some reason, but for a new player, I always recommend to get the Ring of Fortune because it gives you. If you play on crafting, I highly recommend it. It's very good for early levels. I'm not playing the craft on this character, so I recommend picking the third option. Because like CP can be very important as you going to level your crafting. Now I'm gonna let this scene play out because I love how they voice this and the introduction of when you actually start the game and when they actually tell you a little bit of lore and story. And the music and the intro pretty much is the introduction of whatever city that you go to. And every single one is similar or exact identical. So yeah, let's just enjoy the scene and let's just hear it out.
Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this possible oasis. As the twin faces of maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm. Traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
I just had to play that out because like I love the introduction and you see our character going to inside Ul'dah itself and it's very beautiful. I actually love how they showing out Ul'dah. It's still one of my favorite 3 city states in Final 14 in Reborn. So we're actually going to later on skip through a lot of stuff. We're not going to play every single cutscene. I could easily do that, but you know, I can't really do that. So it's an NPC tell you pretty much come here, and it could be pretty much the introduction of the game. So like I'm not going to skip this. I'll let this part play out as you see right here, and as you and as you can see, look at my UI. Then as I get done doing my UI, it looks similar, but I promise you it's actually different. So pretty much I just writing down my script, and at the same time I was just hopping around, goofing off, and I actually was talking to myself the whole time. So pretty much I should turn this quest. And one cool thing about this part is you pretty much by yourself. in a instance that only you could be in. Till you complete like 1 or 2 quests, you can see more people. As soon I pretty much got my next quest, I had to do 3 things. I'm gonna show a little bit of this because like not much going on. You just say go here and go there and whatever. So I'm just gonna show like a few seconds of this. I try to make sure this ain't like Balmong. Thank goodness it's not, but it's close. It is that Crystal Data Center, and Balmong people do visit on the server. So you can see here I'm just running around trying to do my objectives. As you see here, I interact with the big crystal, the Aetherite, as you could call it, and I actually went to my Gladiator Guild trying to get this part over with. You have to do it. You want to continue on with the main scenario. So I made sure I went there. What I do, I always go to the crystal. Gladiator a guild I supposed to go to. Then right after that, I always touch the. This is very important. Go touch the little crystal around the city, and after that, I actually completed the 3 tasks I'm supposed to do. Then I went outside of Uda to Central Thailand. I actually like this zone a lot, and aside from my editing skills, it's horrible, I know. Then after that, I had to kill 3 different mobs in the same location. I'm just killing them really quickly on this video. I promise later on that pretty much we're gonna talk about dungeon majority of the part. But anyway, it's 2 in front of Uda and 1 across, as you can see right here. Then I killed 3 of these. I'm gonna show me killing all 3. If you see me killing, like, do every single quest, we're gonna be here for a long time. But anyway, I did that. Then I went to my Gladiator Guild and pretty much turned in the quest. Now this is when I actually this part learned about combos and use use and hunting log. Combos is pretty much abilities that if I use like Fast Blade, then I could use another ability right next to it. I forgot what the ability called for Gladiator. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually right now siphoning through my my controller trying to Riot Blade. It's pretty much Fast Blade then Riot Blade. Once you use a combo, it will lit up. As you can see on my on my screen there, I'm just standing there like an idiot. So pretty much, let's talk about hunting log. Hunting log is pretty much it's a hunting system that you go out, kill mobs to get ESP, and later on you can join a grand company and do the same thing, but you do get grand company seals. We're gonna talk about that later on. Now I've been showing you guys how the hunting log look. Don't worry, the whole video not gonna be like this because like I'm just showing the beginning part before we talk about dungeons, which I just gonna talk about a lot. I love dungeon. I love doing dungeon in Final 14, and some dungeons I actually hate, which we're actually gonna talk about. But anyway, I'm just showing you the hunting log, and you hover over the mods you're supposed to kill. It'll show you the location and different rank, 5 different ranks. And I want to say this important part. This is class hunting log, not job hunting log. All the class you see right there is the only job to get a hunting log, so keep that in mind. Then as you can see here, I actually continue doing my quests. And it's a thing called solar instance. Pretty much solar instance. I just want to say this, so I have to keep on. I don't have to show every single solar instance. I'll show solar instance that actually be very interesting. As you can see here is a solar instance. If you see this animation, how it looks, it actually solar instance. And solar instance is pretty much as it says, solar instance. It takes you to an instance alone. You cannot invite people. You cannot have a chocobo. You cannot ask for help. This is pretty much on you. You have to do on your own. Then when I finished my solo instance, then I continued doing my main scenario quest, and main quest would tell me to get some more gear, or it's actually good to tell players that, hey, make sure you gear up and whatnot. You can actually buy them, or you can actually do some quests to get some gear. Me, I'm being lazy, so I'm just gonna buy some, as you see right here. As I bought some more gear, do some more quests, I actually turn in this main scenario quest. And right after that, after I level, it's a thing. A new sword. But anyway, it's a thing called pretty much a oath gauge. But we just call it job gauge. Each job, except for blue mage, unless they're gonna update and make it a gauge, make it have its own gauge. Every job have a gauge system, or some classes really on it early on. I think every class have not Bard, not Archer, never mind. But anyway, some classes have a gauge system. Let's call it jobs. Classes have a gauge system. Just say you got I'm a gladiator, right? And And like I got, as you can see right here, that if I turn on my Iron Will, which is a tank stance, it would actually lit up yellow, orange yellow. It look orange to me. Lit up orange, and it actually go to your status effects. I mean, it actually show in your status when you get stats or whatever. That pretty much it's hard to miss. What I'm trying to say. And the more level you have, it do update itself, and it do impact the gameplay quite a bit. But I will show later on. You see me playing other classes and jobs that like the gauge gonna look different. So just know that AV gauge is not the same. And yeah, guys, that's about it. I could talk about the gauge at the moment. Alright, this is a subject I actually don't want to talk about. It's housing. Housing, I don't like it. How the system works. Pretty much a lot of it since you get a house, whatever. But I already got my house on my main, so I ain't gonna worry about it. So just know that it's other places you get houses, and all I said is good luck, because I'm not gonna talk about this subject any further. As I continuing doing my main scenario and some side quests, I unlock guild leaves and pretty much guild heist. Guild leaves is pretty much, they call it leaves for it. It's super easy for me to leave. It's pretty much go to a Pacific zone and do a certain objective. Probably gonna tell you to beckon a NPC, tell you to a certain spot. Probably you have to kill a couple mobs or some other activities. Just know that after, I believe, Heaven's Word, it became different. It mostly became crafters and gatherers. So I say as a DPS job, I'm saying as a battle job in general, I recommend not doing this. But for gatherers and crafters, I highly recommend doing them. So you do get allowances. You do get a maximum of 100, and you don't have to do this every day. You can just wait till I get like at least close to max to 100 or to 100 to do these. So I don't really recommend doing leaves at all till like you actually work on your crafting and gatherers. Then after I do that, I complete the quest. Then they want to unlock my duty finder. Duty finder actually very important. Pretty much, duty finder you can actually queue up for stuff. And I did unlock guild hest. I call it guild hest. Don't judge me. I just call it guild hest and guild heist. I don't know why I keep changing it up. But anyway, I don't really recommend doing. I mean, you could do these for accommodations, whatever, or like you say you got nothing to do, you just doing quests, whatever. I say queue up. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. Because like actually a system will actually teach you, because they're supposed to teach you how to do your role, but it actually a system later on called what's it called? The Hall of the Novice. Sorry for me for the long pause. But the Hall of the Novice actually teach you how to do your role, which we're gonna talk about later on in this video. We actually very close getting there, so sorry if I get in backtrack, keep on pausing, keep on cutting it out with my voice. Like I said, I'm trying to edit my voice similar as the previous part as possible, because I do other parts. But anyway, that's besides the point. But anyway, I say if you got nothing to do, just run around, just queue up. My way to get some ESP and hopefully get some accommodation. We're gonna talk about that later on in the video. So yeah, guys, I could talk about the system. I'm probably gonna finish all of this. I probably won't, but yeah, this is not the interesting part of the video. Once we get to our first dungeon, it'd be way more interesting. Alright, I actually want to say this part for when I get to level 50, but I'm gonna talk about this now for new players. So, new players, if you see at level 50 mob early level zone and you're not on level 50, do not touch it, because you will get destroyed. And like this one won't aggro you. This is actually a B rank. Once you get level 50, I think before level 50 or at level 50, it's gonna explain even further. I think at level 50 it's gonna explain about doing hunts. I think that's 2.1. But anyway, there's actually 3 different ranks. It's B rank, this is a B rank, it's A rank, it's S rank. Just know that if you see a blue symbol next to a mob name, that will not aggro. If it a different color like red, stay away from them. Just a heads up for new players that like they see like a level 50. I say like you see something blue next to their name, like right now, well not next to their name, next to a level. Do not panic. You'll run past them. Just don't touch them. If you see any red, don't go near them because you will be destroyed. Just for a heads up. I do be seeing new players being destroyed by these. I just want to cut in right here that if you're a new player, make sure you do your job quests every 5 levels, because because it's actually very important to do it. Not just to me, but in general, make sure you do your job quests every 5 levels in Reborn. So like level 15 you get a class ability, then at level 30 you get another class ability, and then you unlock a job at level 30. So keep that in mind, guys. Now, as I keep on doing my quests, I could travel to other city-states. Now, I actually love this part a lot, because like I still remember back in the day that like my first time doing this, I was so hyped. I was so happy that I could go to different spots, and this is actually a very good moment for me, because I was like, oh crap, I could actually meet up with some of my friends. I do want to say one thing: if you start in Uda or Great Dunya, you could actually run to those 2 city-states. And in Limsa, you can't run there. You have to take a boat, or you gotta. I don't think you could actually take a boat yet till you actually unlock the airship. So pretty much, you start in Limsa, you pretty much need to wait till level 15 to actually travel to different part of the world. I still my first time going to Limsa, and it's really beautiful. I still remember like it was yesterday, me first time coming over here. I kind of wish I started here first sometime, but I like Uda better, because I don't know. Is everybody went to Limsa? I'm trying to be different. Then this place is Gridania, as you can see right here. It's my least favorite, but doesn't mean it's actually look cool. Then don't forget to touch. I didn't forget about touching my Ethernet on my Etherite crystal, and actually little ones across for each city state, so I had to do those also. As I did more main quests, then here go another quest called Poppy Pirates. It's actually the first dungeon that you actually unlock. So before I even do the dungeon, there's actually 2 NPCs I actually want to see. This NPC right here will actually give you pretty much a customization of, you can change your character hair, and pretty much like limited customization. Just I want to change my hair or my hair color, I go and this pretty much unlock my hunting log. And I went over here called the Rising to the Challenge. This even new players, new and old players, because you do get some rewards. You get ESP. As you see, I didn't unlock everything yet. You do get ESP, you do get some gil, and people actually do these even to this day. So I do recommend everybody to unlock this. I still do these myself. So it's actually made way more easy to get yourself gil, ESP, seals. You want to buy seal, I talk about Grand Company seals, or just pretty much you want to be super lazy that day. So okay, I'm just gonna do a couple stuff with my crafting and get that done. So like I said, I recommend unlocking this. It's actually a very important system inside the game. So I did pick that up. Alright, we're going to talk about Hollow the Novice a little bit. So, what's Hollow the Novice? It's pretty much how it sounds. Hollow the Novice, Hollow of pretty much new players getting into the game. So, to not make this a 30-minute long part, the 30-minute long explanation, knowing me, I love to talk. Hollow the Novice is a system that pretty much teaches you mechanic in the game. It do give you some gear. As you go along, it do teach you, like I say, mechanics. It teach you like AoEs, how to silence, when to silence stuff, what it look like, aggro. As you can see it right here. This is actually a very good system. I'm actually glad they actually mentioned this, because in early days that new players didn't know that, even older players. And as you can see right here, these two. If you see this line, the blue line on top, it pretty much say you could Asuna as a healer. So this, to me, is actually a really good system. They did recently update it, which I'm very happy. And yeah, you do, like I said, you do get rewards. You just don't get gear for. Just say I go in there as a tank. I would get tank gear, and I also would get a ESP ring. And the ESP ring, you get 2 different ESP rings. As you see right here, I was just ciphering through. You do get ESP ring, as you can see right here. You get one right here. It's actually level 30. They put any job that like level 30 below, you get an ESP bonus. And this one they updated right here. And if you do this one, you gotta go further down the story. You do get another ring that actually is level. Pretty much, you could equip it level 1 to all the way up to level 60. So you have to replace that ring ever till you reach level 60. And anybody that look at my mail, I got 20 mail. Yes, I will be opening my mail and do this. I'm just, I don't even feel like doing it because I have to finish the video. So yeah, as you see here, I'm just cyphering through, just making sure that I get enough footage. Then yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Harder Novice too much, but for new players, I recommend doing it. And yeah, you do get some gear. I can get an arm piece for this. So yeah, that's all I can say about Harder Novice. Now we're gonna talk about my favorite part of Final 14 is the dungeons. I actually love doing dungeon Fantasy 14. Just a heads up that they changes some dungeons, so some gameplay, and you're gonna see me mess up a lot. But anyway, we unlocked the Dewey support, and we unlocked the first dungeon I call it Sastasha. But anyway, I know I probably pronounced that wrong. But anyway, I'll just cycling through right here. But we actually gonna talk about the Dewey support right now. So Dewey support is pretty much a system within the game that you can actually do it with pretty much NPCs, not with real players. Just like if the queue time take too long, or you feeling very, very nervous of queuing up with real people for the first time, and you can actually use that feature within the game. Now, as you see here, I found it. It's actually explained right here what it's all about. And no matter what role you are, they're going to fill in the gap which role is needed. Only thing you need to know is like, for me as a range, when I play a ranked DPS, I would actually use this feature if I'm very impatient. Just know that the run will be more slower, but hey, that's up to you if you want to use the system or not. Me personally, I'm not going to use the system on this video. Now, I queued up for my first dungeon, and I just need to show off the introduction of the first dungeon. I love when they show this off. To me, it's still cool to this day. And yeah, oh my goodness, I love this so much. But anyway, I just want to say this. I will be showing some part of the dungeon. I will not show the whole thing. And let you guys know there might be a 2-hour, 3-hour video. So please say, oh, you know how to show all this. Listen, my video, I can do whatever I want. So it's telling me about Limit Break. It's telling me about other stuff within the game. I will talk about Limit Break after I'm done with this dungeon. But anyway, I pull my tank stands. I pull, and here's the thing, I trust these people. They were really nice to me. So like, all I gotta say is this: like, if you see these people on Crystal Data Center, just know that like they're very chill. They cool, calm, collected. They patient. And yeah, they are really cool people. So once again, you see them on your server on Crystal Data Center, or see them in general, just know you be in good hands with them as a new player. I have to put this part in. I hate doing this type of pull because it I don't know, pretty much like I'm like, okay, I want to pull these other guys to my right, but like, well, technically to my left now, but you don't have to pull them at all. You can just skip them. So pretty much at this point, I was like, okay, let me try to dodge as much of the clams as much as possible. But you pull them, you might as well just kill them because like they gonna keep on spawning the mobs. So, fun fact by the way, one of them asking me are me and somebody else new. We both say no. I pretty much said like, I'm making a vid with a smiley face. They're like, they actually was really cool with me when I said that. So so yeah, I just found it really funny. They was so happy to be on the video. And see right here, like I said, like we pulled them, so we might as well kill the clam also. So I'm gonna skip to the part of the first boss. Alright, the first part of the boss. Earlier when I ran past the first room, before I did my first big pull, it's actually a note that you have to read down. It will tell you different colors that you interact with. So yeah, but anyway, this is the first boss. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. Am I making a guide, or if I actually just love talking about dungeons? Okay, so I'll say this, later on in dungeons, I would actually not talk about dungeons that much. Just know that you can stun this boss, and if you can stun it, like just say the tank stunned it, the Lancer stunned it, then I could actually weapon bash if I want to, or shield bash if I want to. So this boss is very easy, and I did saw some loot, and I don't know, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why I passed on it. I should have greeted on loot that I can't need on it because I had to turn them in for my Grand Company stuff. So lesson learned. Alright, so I won't show the entirety of the dungeon, but I'm going to show the last boss. The last boss, pretty much nothing interesting. You just burn him down. You know how to do no mechanics. You see those unnatural ripples. Hope I say that right. You have to interact with it when you see bubbles or water just flowing out of it. But instead of doing that, you can easily burn them down. I think it'd be the best time to talk about Limit Break. So Limit Break is pretty much an ability that you can use in your party. And it actually shared, so if somebody uses a Limit Break, just know it'll be going for everybody else too. So you gotta be smart when you use it. Just like when you do raids, you like you see right here, he's using the LB. Limit Break 1. Limit Break 2 actually more powerful. That's a melee Limit Break. So just be aware of that also. But anyway, we did our first dungeon. As you can see right here, I leveled up. You actually level quite fast. Earlier levels, I think in the game in general, you level pretty fast. It used to be kind of tedious. But anyway, you see right here, we finished the first dungeon, which I'm very, very happy about. And once you finish the dungeon, you give out commendations. Commendation is pretty much a token you give for players that actually do really good. You do get rewards if you go to NPC in Gridania. So just keep that in mind. And every time you finish a dungeon, at least all I know is like previous dungeons before the current expansion. Like I said, I could be wrong about that. You do get some gear. As you saw right there, I got pretty much an item for my shield, my sword, and my shield. So after I'm done with the dungeon, as you see right here, I kind of failed to leave because I was waiting. And yeah, that's pretty much it about a dungeon. You just go in and you whack stuff and you complete it, accommodation, and yeah, that's all I can talk about right now. And as I run it back to the NPC to turn in my quest, once you turn this in, you do unlock Party Finder. Party Finder is pretty much people trying to set up a party. I didn't really show this. I need to show this in the future. But pretty much the people just go into Party Finder, just post it, and just wait for people to join whatever they want to do. Raids, dungeons, blue mage stuff. We're gonna talk about blue mage probably on the next video, because this video gonna be about Reborn probably. But anyway, yeah, I got unlocked Party Finder, and I just continue doing my quest like I always do. Then we're going to talk about the second dungeon, the Tam Tower Decroft. Take me 3 times to pronounce that because I'm an idiot. But anyway, this dungeon is the second dungeon. It's to me is the easiest among the first 3 dungeons because it's very linear. And not just that, it's just you pull a whole group of mobs, burn them down, and pretty much just keep going forward. It actually bosses in here, but like the boss is just the same thing, to burn them down. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the last boss. The last boss is actually very simple. It's pretty much nothing much to talk about, but it pretty much tell new players to make sure that you pay attention to your surroundings. Then pretty much anything linked to the mob, they're not doing damage, make sure you burn them down. That's pretty much the whole mechanic of this boss encounter. Alright, so for our third dungeon, the third dungeon is Copper Bell Mines. It's actually more interesting among the first 2 when you're done, and this one actually went as a healer. And I want to say this good thing I actually did the healer stuff. Remember I said like every quest at like class quest whatever, you get ability at level 15 and 30, not conjurer. So it's just pretty much certain jobs that or classes that do that, so keep that in mind. My apologies for spreading false information. So I say good thing I actually went back and unlocked conjurer. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the second boss. The first boss. The first boss is actually a very good way to pretty much get the feel of how the game gonna play. You see a tank buster right here. You got the first time seeing a tank buster, so pretty much it let you know that it's gonna be a heavy damage. You know, tank pop rampart and get ready to heal them. And like and this part right here gonna show multiple AOEs that you could dodge, and they pretty much the whole mechanic of the fight. So guys, just remember that it's actually one of the first 3 dungeons of the boss. But I mean, first 3 dungeon of AR. But anyway, the second boss is pretty much the main mechanic is divide. Divide is pretty much like gonna divide itself multiple ways and gonna explode. Pretty much you see like in the slimes, move out the way. That's pretty much it. Back in the day, it actually was annoying because you had to use the bombs and stuff. But good thing they actually changed this boss fight. I think this is actually really good change they did. But anyway, let's go to the last boss. The last boss actually is super easy, but they do add another mechanic to this fight. Another mechanic is the AoE that you have to actually go into the middle and not to get hit. So pretty much it would tell newer players early on that like it's different mechanics that was standing out of AoEs away from the boss. You gotta step in. But anyway, that's pretty much all this boss could do, just AoEs in and out. Make sure you dodge, and I believe he does a tank buster, but we're not gonna go to that on this part because we already talked about tank buster. But yeah, Healing not as bad as I thought. I thought I was a bad healer, but I guess I wasn't. Then after the first 3 dungeons, I did a bit of the main scenario. Then I actually went out and get my retainers. I got my retainers, like, you know, go out, do adventures. I mean, hold my storage, and that's that to go out for me and do my adventures. And I had to pick what what class I want them to be. But to be honest, I haven't made a decision where I want to get to 50 first yet. So, and I plan to do the first 2 step of the relic at least, because I actually like those 2 steps or that step. But yeah, I'm having a tough decision what to pick on what my class and retainer gonna be. And hello everybody. If you don't know, I did took a little hiatus from recording and editing because I hate hearing my voice. But anyway, that's besides the point. So right now we actually unlocking a level 20 dungeon. Do give out, and when you turn it, do give you on level 20 gear, level 20 gear. But before we even do that dungeon, I actually want to do Ifrit normal mode. If a normal mode actually I've been shown right here, but if a normal mode actually is a fun and very easy trial to see how pretty much show you like a little example of what they're trying to go for. So as you can see right here, I'm tanking, and what I did mostly was just face Ifrit away. But during the fight, you would see him doing a cone, and he would do random AoEs. He called eruptions. You can actually stun it. You can actually stun if you want to. I'm trying to show it off what it does look like. But anyway, the more you take down your HP, I believe at 50%, he would actually summon a nail. So what I did, this is what I do all the time. I pretty much put him under the nail if he right there, or if he's too far away from it, I just throw my shield. And I do not recommend keep on attacking Ifrit, because you keep attacking him to a lower amount of HP, he actually will wipe the whole entire party. And I just want to show you guys this Hellfire move right here. I love it. Oh man. But that's about it. And later on, we actually could unlock Grand Company. I know you guys are wondering, did I take a break of talking yet? No, I did not. But anyway, it doesn't matter what Grand Company you pick, because all of them are the same. Once you actually go to the Grand Company Guild, you actually get some paint, and you actually have to do a solo instance. I try to do all this in one go as much as possible, so I keep going back and forth. So my apologies. And they'll show you how the Grand Company stuff works. It's actually very simple. You go to a solo instance, then you actually get a part of the company, and you actually later on could change Grand Company. So don't you worry. As you see right here, it'll show you the rank, and then it will show you like later on you can actually get some seals. Now, the face earlier, you can actually get seals. So you can actually get seals now. You want to farm it. I would highly recommend farming them. So I'm gonna show off a little bit what we could get from it, which is a chocobo. I think you need 200 seals, which ain't nothing to do a few face, and you actually got your first chocobo. You pretty much, I recommend get a chocobo because that's how you pretty much get your mount. And I tried to pick a name, but I can't pick one, so I want to see if anybody took Wood Flames, which the main thing I would go for. And fun fact, isn't like retainers that like it won't be the same? I forgot how it goes, but I put Wood Flames, and you can be in your mount. Once you use the chocobo whistle, you could be any mount that you actually want. You could be on your mount. This is amazing. Then during when I was see like what other melee should I pick, and I actually wanted to play as a rogue. Now rogue actually got released in 2.4, but I decided to unlock it now because I'm not following the game rules. I'm not trying to follow like the format I used to follow. But anyway, I unlocked rogue, and like actually a really fun job. Rogue become a ninja later on, so I highly recommend at least giving it a shot. And I'm just showing you guys how fast it is for me to level. I don't have the other ESP ring because I'm not up there yet, but I will show it off whenever I level my scholar. My arcanist, just say. But anyway, I'm doing the rogue quest, and after that, I actually queued up for the level 20 dungeon. If I seem like I'm rushing, I'm sorry guys. I'm actually having a lot of fun now recording everything in one go. But this is level 20 Holly Tolly. Hope I said that right. I'm about to skip it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how much I love this dungeon, right? But the dungeon not that bad. But anyway, as you see right here, remember my Grand Company? My Grand Company stuff? Well, Grand Company do have a hunting log. If you need to kill something, let them know. But he did the first pull. I don't know why I showed that. But the first boss is actually very, very easy. The first boss just do AoEs. Then they actually changed it, which surprised me. This is my first time actually seeing. This is actually my first time in here when they changed this. So I was like so surprised when I saw this. They pretty much the whole fight of this boss right here, just dodge left and right. That's it, easy. So you don't have to think nothing of it. And this actually right here is the second boss. They simplify somewhat. It's still the same technically, just with no ads. So he would actually place the AoE. I believe at random party, man. I'm checking the gear because like I'm just curious. I like checking people gear. It's a habit. But anyway, you do enough damage. You do enough damage to the boss. The boss will actually go to the middle, and it will actually tell you, hey, the water is crackling with electricity, aka don't step in the water. The best part about this is no more ads. Anybody got range attack could attack it, and that's pretty much the whole fight right here. Then skip over. We at the last boss. They did change the last boss, so I'm gonna try my best to explain it. It's pretty much the same, but cooler. As you can see here, we pulling and pretty much nothing crazy going on. He will use a tank buster really soon, so make sure the tank will pop a rampart or defensive cooldown if you can. If not, then ain't no big deal because like he won't die. So pretty much you try to burn him down much as possible, and he would do this move right here. Pretty much when he done casting it, you cannot hurt him and just defeat the ads. And pretty much no extra stuff, and we pretty much GG done with the dungeon. Just defeat the ads and attack the boss. Then later on, I just want to show how beautiful Upper Lenosha is. I just want to show this off because this zone, I love it. I love the music from here. I love coming here time to time to reminisce all the time. I actually chill over here. Look at this. And you see the bones on the hill. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Odin's up. So Odin is... I didn't kill him. I did not kill him. I was scared too, and I'm lower level. Odin could one-shot me. So you see right here, I'm just trying to like mind my own business. And so... After that, I wasn't paying attention. I was actually looking at my recording. Then I realized I ran past Odin. Then you saw me. I freaked out. Like, wait a minute here. Hold up here. And one of the best thing about Odin, whoever killed Odin, I believe the last hit would actually become Odin. Odin would become the person that got, I believe, the last hit. So that's actually very cool what they did with Odin. But anyway, we're gonna fast forward a bit more. We're gonna do a level 24 dungeon. Now 24 dungeon is a 1,000 mall or total rat. It pretty much, I don't have to explain much of the dungeon. To me, it's the simplest dungeon. Even simpler in my opinion, more simpler than the previous dungeon we just got done doing. Now you want to say how simple it is? I'm gonna tell you why. But besides that, we're gonna talk about how they changed the dungeon up. So pretty much it used to be multiple ways you have to do and interact with stuff. Now they make it simplified and you go straight forward. No sound, no backtrack or nothing. They actually made the place more beautiful as it usually was. But if you want to see what it looked like previously, just look up on YouTube and see how the map was and everything else. Pretty much he did. But anyway, we're gonna get done talking about this. I'm sorry, I could talk about this all day. Another special with the first boss, and I'll always just burn him down. But this is the last boss right here. So I want to talk about the last boss. The last boss is very easy. Just burn him down. As you see right here, he will summon ads. You don't need to attack the ads at all. It's just a time waster, right? So make sure the tank hold everything, and later on you can actually attack the tail. The tail actually you want to destroy it because he's gonna keep on putting this poison on the floor. Once you destroy the tail, sorry about that. Once you destroy the tail, he will actually have a damage down debuff, and you pretty much burn down the boss and GG's. Like no joke. Like this is how fast I could talk about the dungeon. I might actually make a video of me going in deeper information how to do dungeons, but that's in the future. Then later on, I actually unlock my first job, which is a paladin. Now I plan to play warrior, but I like, you know what, it's whatever. I don't care. I do not care. I'm gonna lie Paladin because Paladin got cool AF armor. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, I unlocked my first job, which is Paladin. I will unlock others, but I will not show it. Now, I just want to say this. Now, this is the NPC that people keep track. Watch, I say keep track with your job quest, because some job quests will actually go to different locations or the same NPC. So please keep track of it. Now, I went back to my grand company and pretty much it PvP, but the best part of it, if I do a turn in, it will actually give me some seals. So it's free seals, so I highly recommend doing it. So anyway, fast forward a little bit, I did want to show this big Morbros over here, dude. I hope I pronounced that right. Just know they not hunt, they are regular mob, they nothing special. They just there to terrify you, and even at level 30, you would have some trouble because they're actually way strong. They're actually way stronger. They were there just for people want to fight them. But anyway, afterwards, I did unlock the level 28 dungeon, but I actually unlocked my Chocobo. Well, Chocobo, my companion Chocobo, he could fight along with me. So, you feel me? Go to Central Shroud. But anyway, right here is the level 28 dungeon. Actually, one of my favorite Reborn dungeons. It's just the atmosphere, the music. You actually could play your job in this dungeon and use your job ability. Not abilities, but ability. One of your abilities, right? But you guys should come here level 28. But if you a white mage, you a conjurer, I recommend do not do big pulls. Look, I trying to change my stuff. But we over here having a little conversation here. I try to be more like, how to say it, trying to talk about side stuff along I talk about the boss. I should name this video going through bosses. But anyway, this is the first boss. The boss is nothing crazy. Pretty much you just dodge AoEs. They're pretty much most of the dungeon we're gonna do. But I do want to explain this. I don't recommend standing in the front of the tank, but I don't think it would hurt anybody else. But I don't recommend standing in front of the tank. And as you can see right here, you see Void Fire 2. I just silence it. It's pretty much no melee, no tank need to step out on anything. And yeah, that's about it of this fight. And yeah, that's about it. So after that, we went to the second boss. There's actually two mobs. Ice Spikes is actually an ability that gonna, every time you do a hit, it's gonna reflect back some damage. You can barely notice it, but pretty much just burn one boss down to another, and you pretty much golden. Now, at this moment, we're gonna talk about the last boss. The last boss, they did change. They did a phenomenal job making this more interesting than it was before, instead of running around the room. So as you can see right here, of course the tank pool. I think that I'm gonna start every boss here. But anyway, it would do Void Call. Void Call would actually summon the ad, but the first ad you cannot target it, and it would actually show a eye symbol. And when you see the eye symbol, don't look at it. Okay, look away from the eye symbol. And once you do that, you don't get purification. You don't get stoned. What I'm trying to say. If you do, you're not the end of the world, but it sucks. But it would do another Void Call. It's actually the second ad. I recommend burning this ad down because it would actually do Stone Skin if you take too long. It would cast Stone Skin on the boss, and it's not gonna be the end of the world, but you actually have to fight the boss a little bit longer than usual, but it's not gonna be the death of you. As you can see right there. So they're pretty much the whole fight. Pretty much, you do another Void Call. Pretty much, yeah, never mind. I'll talk about this part. But it would do another Void Call, but this time, just call it Charm. Pretty much it would do this move right here. You can see right here, the boss would go to the corner, and you can see right here, the eye. I could actually still right there face the boss, but I just turn around just to be safe. But that's pretty much the last mechanic. But anyway, let's talk about Eastern Lenosha. Oh man, I missed the zone. So beautiful, so beautiful. I cannot. And the music too, man. It's a lot of zones I want to show off, but I might do it as part 2 on Reborn. Me going back to Reborn. Like, look at this, bro. Beautiful, man. Just wait till I like Blue Mage. I could learn what this thing called? Sardine. But anyway, I'm gonna show Blue Mage probably end of the video. Who knows, right? But anyway, I'm just showing this zone because of how beautiful it is. But let's not talk about that. But I just want to show you I actually did unlock Ninja. And Ninja, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun lower level. At this time I believe I unlocked Bard and I think I did unlock. Yeah, I unlocked White Mage, Bard, and I unlocked Ninja. So I got pretty much, and I also got Paladin. So I got 4 jobs I'm focused on, but I will let one go once it reaches to Heaven's Word. I ain't gonna lie. And we unlocked Ninja, and aside from a poor quality of my mic, I promise in the future I will actually upgrade my equipment. I know my voice audio going up and down, right? My apologies. But anyway, we unlocked Ninja, and I'm gonna show you this short intro. I'm gonna show you for the level 32 dungeon. There you go. The only thing you need to see right there. But anyway, this is actually the first boss. The first boss is actually very, very simple. All I gotta do is just what we did. We just burned down the ads, then just burned down the boss. That's pretty much it. He would do a cone attack. That nothing pretty much going on with the boss, and the tank would get poisoned, so don't forget about that. Now after we beat the boss, I just want to show like a small clip of like communication. We communicate. We did a big pull, and on the edges, whatever, you can actually save the goblins and get some more loot if you want to. Communicate is key. We just rush through it. But this is actually the second boss right here. The second boss is nothing too special either. You just try to burn down the boss as fast as possible, and an ad, well, a goblin would pop up chasing the goblin, and the goblin pop up, and the ad would follow behind it, as you can see right here. And pretty much you could kill the boss first or the ad. It doesn't really matter. I don't know what happened if the goblin dies, but it's neither here or there. It doesn't matter. So as you see right here, it's going to chase the goblin a little bit. Then what we did right here is just change to the ad, because the ad actually, we don't want to deal with it, right? me and the samurai don't want to deal with it. We try to burn it down quickly as possible. Now one mechanic, well, it's not really a mechanic, it's just a random thing, but the goblin will attack somebody, and shockingly attack me. So I recommend putting up a shield up, get the person, get targeted a region, and pretty much the boss will actually do a move on you. But besides that, that's all it is. Nothing crazy, nothing particular. You don't do that much damage. Just move on, continue on with the dungeon. Oh, some loot. But anyway, what's this? The third boss? But anyway, the next boss is actually very simplified. Shockingly, I don't got footage for it, but I was trying to explain it as much as possible. It'll be AoEs, and not just AoEs. You will be in the bubble. Make sure you destroy the bubble. It will target random people. But anyway, a dragon will swoop down. All you gotta do is just take it down to, I believe, 70%. And it will fly up, and you can move on with dungeon. This is actually the last boss, as we see right here. Shockingly enough. But anyway, we just take it down 70%, and we move on. And let you guys know, since at the last boss, the HP do not stay 70%. It just show you, it just swoop down. Anyway, but anyway, the last boss, it would do a tank buster. It would do a, I love to call it a line AOE, but it pretty much a line. But they call it a line AOE, right? But it would do a tank buster. Make sure you pop cooldowns and have as soon as ready. And it would do toxic vomit. The toxic vomit is actually a mechanic that actually very important. I saw some people die off of this. Just stay away from it, because it do a large AoE. You see right here? Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Right there. So be very careful. They're pretty much the whole fight. So after we killed that, I unlocked Titan. As you can see right here, I'm very proud of myself. Don't worry. Actually one of my favorite fights. But anyway, let's just show you some Titan fight, me as a healer. I feel like rushing through, doesn't it? Huh. But anyway, Titan actually one of my favorite ones to do in Reborn. Well, besides Shiva, we're gonna talk about that in part 2. But only mechanic you really know is AoEs and landslides. I will show you some landslides. I will show you some landslides. You can see me healing. I trying to like, I did have, obviously I was a scholar. he do tank buster. He when I tell you, when you do tank buster, I think that was tank buster. But he do a landslide, and if you get knocked off with the landslide, but if you die, you could go back to the middle and you get raised. So at the edge, you can see right here, he'll make the stage smaller and smaller. And this phase, the Titan Heart, make sure you burn that down, because you burn it down. Well, you have to burn it down. Yeah, it's burned down. I think if you take too long, he being enraged and it's a wipe, and he put a random person in the goyle. I recommend do not burn down the Goyle when you're doing a landslide. If that happened, I could die or anybody else could die. They're pretty much at the last mechanic you need to worry about. Okay, this dungeon. Okay, level 35 dungeon. I went to an NPC. They give out side dungeons. I don't want to talk about this dungeon at all. I hate this dungeon. But I'm going to try my best to explain it. So, level 38. I'm in 35 dungeon. So, see how fast my Q was? Nobody don't want to heal it. But anyway, I'm going to show you the introduction of the level 35 dungeon. Look, my boy changes, dude. It's 2 dungeons I hate the most. I'm not going to lie. So, let me show you a little bit introduction of this dungeon. One thing at the beginning, once you walk up to the stairs, it'll be I think 3 B's, but you see to my left, you go a little more further, it actually tell you a path, a fire infused. It's actually a stones you got to pick up if you want to pick it up. You don't have to, but it'll be very important at the end of the dungeon. But anyway, you can see right here, we actually killing a couple mobs. You can actually skip past you can actually run past, you run all the way to the right. But we killed them, whatever. But this part I actually want to show because it's actually very important. Because I do see people die. I die in here too. So you see the bees. It one bees that run around, wanders around, and they can one shot you with final. They can one shot you or take you to extreme low HP. Only thing could kill you 1 to 2 more hits. So do not just spam AoEs. I recommend take down the bees. The bees is so freaking annoying. As you see right here, I'm panicking. I see the final sting. I'm like, oh my god, maybe could have cured too, but they burned down just in time. Thank goodness. I'm probably gonna play Machinist. Who knows, right? But anyway, that's besides the point. So let's continue on. We're gonna talk about the first boss. The first boss. Only one thing I really need to say is, he was spawning ads and not just ads. He would do a cone attack. And he actually do a room wide growl that you cannot dodge unless you stun it in time. But the most important part is you see a glowing platform. You got Doom. Step on it. You will not die. GG. You done with the first boss. Now, fast forward a little bit. Well, not fast forward a little bit, but after you beat the first boss, I just want to show this off. Like I said before, kill the bee first. Kill the bee. They could ruin your whole run. And I give some props for the dungeon. It will actually show you like you have to do certain things to move on forward. You see the big face. You cannot kill it. You cannot get rid of it. Only way you can get rid of it, you put it on the platform to get rid of it. If you don't, it will keep coming back, keep on annoying you. You cannot kill it. But after you do that, the gate will open, and these two you can actually skill. You know how to make them 0 HP and run past. You can actually skip them. But the side 2 doors, like pretty much like north and west, north and south, that's what the flame and the few stones are. If you want it, just ask your group you want the loot, and they will actually try to give you some loot. But anyway, this second boss is very easy too. Only thing you do is target the soul stone. I mean, that's it. I don't know why I'm talking about this boss. Just attack the soul stone. Shockingly, people will attack the boss, like the temple guardian itself. But you attack the temple guardian, it will not do any damage. It do very, very little damage. But once you take down the soul stone, you can actually burn down fast as possible before he get back on his feet. And all you gotta do is just repeat the process. Oh man, I think I'll talk more about this boss than the first boss already. But anyway, I want to show this part. And you can see, I don't want to talk about this. The left pan is actually fire. The right side is fuel, and it will actually open the door. As you can see on mini map. But if you get it wrong, ads will pop. It's nothing crazy. Nothing. You just missed that door. I mean, nothing crazy unless you want some loot. But anyway, this is the last boss. I'm gonna try my best to explain this boss. Right? I'm not really good at explaining dungeons just per se. Oh man, what should I name this video? Should I name it like me going through every dungeon? We visit 514, going through every Reborn dungeon? But we will see. But anyway, it will pretty much, the boss pretty much do a cone attack. It will actually do paralyze. You can actually silence it. And like you can see right there, this is actually a face, but actually smaller. and it was pretty much the same thing as before. Just take it to the square, and you don't have to worry about it no more. Since you burn the boss down really quickly, you don't have to worry about it. But you worry about multiple ones. But anyway, you see the what called Mistral Verge, whatever. But more will actually pop. More will actually pop. I try to see, do you need some tank gear, which you do. You could ignore them, or you could get rid of them. As you see right there, he used Paralyze. Now, if you see that, the white, black stuff on the floor, all thing you really need to do is hit it. Well, as far as I know, all you need to do is really hit it and to get rid of it. You could ignore it and let the healers go through, like pretty much overheal it, like pretty much spam AOE heal when it go through. But yeah, the group wanted to defeat it. Now, this part is I highly recommend people to focus on the boss and just burn the boss down. There's no point of getting rid of every single one because like it would just make the run longer. Just moving left and right is actually not that bad. Only thing kind of sucks is for the black mages. Get down and play black mage. But anyway, we go left and right. He do room by AoE, as you can see right there, and pretty much GG. We done with this boss. Now this dungeon not as bad, but I don't like it. I see what they're trying to do, but I don't like it. I would never do the dungeon ever again if I want to. But the gear look cool though. Oh, look, a great sword. Did I even get that? Hold up. I look at them record and see that I got that. I don't think I did. Oh, okay. Let's just move on with the next part. But I have to talk about Central Quartus Highlands. I love this zone so much, man. I want to make a video, a lore video about this zone, man. But dang, man. Oh man, I mean, my first time stepping foot in here, and the music, and I'm just suck for snowy areas. Anything with snow, I love it. So that's pretty much why I love the zone so much. And the music and Ishgard. We're gonna talk about Ishgard later on in the future. I'm gonna show you Ishgard from far away before we get there. But anyway, after I got done doing some quests and stuff, I actually went to the NPC. This NPC actually give you a level 38 dungeon. I highly recommend picking it up because why not? It's a side dungeon. But anyway, I turn it in. Then you see me trying to queue up. But I think, yeah, I went as a healer. You can see right here, boom, faster queue time. But anyway, I queued up. Sadly, no insta queue. But I wait a little bit, and luckily, I actually got a party. Now, this dungeon, it actually, I hate the people said they hate the dungeon. I actually enjoy the dungeon quite a lot. So this dungeon is actually pretty cool. I actually like it. It's not hard. It just, you could do different type of pulls. So pretty much like just if you a tank or a healer or whatever, you in the group, just communicate how you're gonna pull and whatever. But anyway, it's just a central room. Just man, something about this zone. I don't know why. It looks so good. Look. But anyway, you see the sand going crazy over there. Don't touch it because you will get damaged. But that besides the point. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. So we near the first boss, and I want to show this off because a lot of people die off of this. But if you do a big pull like this, pop a cooldown. You see the tank dead, and watch out for those bombs right there. Those bombs, oh man, the bomb will do with self-destruct, which can kill you. So watch out for AOEs in general, and watch out for the floor. It would take a little damage, but not much. But anyway. It will blow up when you're about to die, so pretty much it's like, screw it, I'm going to die anyway, so self-destruct. But anyway, we're going to talk about the first boss. Only thing I can say about the first boss is just burn him down. Burn down the princess. It used to be a mechanic, the healer kite the ads, but like, we burned the boss so fast. I tried a couple of times, but we burned the boss so fast that like we don't need to talk about that part. People don't do that no more, sadly. But pretty much you just burn the boss down. That's it. Anyway, this is the important part also. So I just want to show two examples if you do this right and when you do this wrong. So you can kill stuff. Just let people know you need. People, my grand company log. I need to kill some stuff, but I ain't unlock it yet. I should have unlocked it. But anyway, what we doing right here? We pretty much let the tank pull everything, and you would think we're going to burn everything down. No, go to the Swifting Sands. You take to another zone they cannot target you. You're pretty much safe. This is how you're supposed to do it. And I recommend tanks not to wear anybody to go straight in. Because once a tank get hit, oh boy, I'm going to show you right here what happens. So, he don't got sprint no more. I think that's how he survives. But the tank gonna get whacked, and the tank getting whacked, it'll keep on saying you can't go through here because you're getting whacked. But anyway, as you can see right here, everybody, you can see right here, look, everybody went through, and sadly, the tank sacrificed himself for us to move forward. Look at that. Dang. But anyway, we put without him. But it teleported in. But anyway, this is the second boss. The second boss is nothing too special. He would target random people, do a dot. You could sooner, no problem. But the boss would go underneath, and he would actually go to different sides of the arena and go straight forward. You could dodge it. If he doesn't, that's totally fine. It will not kill you, but it do a lot of damage. And do not stand in front of the tank, but he would do a cone. And he would actually still target random people, do that dot, the nasty dot. I highly recommend removing it. But you a shield healer, you have to deal with that. You got shield. But anyway, he have health. Well, he past half health, and it actually suck you into the middle. Make sure you run away from the middle. And once you run away from the middle, well, that's a pro example what I'm about to say. But you want to take damage, but you do get close, you take damage. And this pool, I want to talk about this pool real quick. This pool, it could go two ways. You could pull half, you could pull a certain amount, you could pull a large amount and burn them down, or you could do what we used to do. Let tank sprint, pull everything, everybody run to the boss, except for the tank, let the tank die, raise them, and we already at the boss. But everybody want to kill, which ain't no issue. I'm not a person want to rush through dungeons, but hey, it is what it is. If we go through it, I'm happy. But this is the last boss of Chimera. Hope I pronounced that right. But this boss, people still have some trouble with this boss. But I'm here to guide you through. I should name this Final 14 guide. But anyway, that might be a separate video. I actually want to do that. He would do some cones. Dragon breath is left side. I think was it ram breath no, what was it? What was it? Ram breath, right? But anyway, yeah, ram breath to the right, dragon breath to the left. Now, if he burn violet, go in the middle. Dragon voice, go in the middle. And when he do ram voice, which is when he burn blue, watch this. When he burn blue, get out of there. Do not be in the middle. And he would target and run a person outside the tank. Make sure you do what I do. I went far away to the edge and take this freaking electric ball away from everybody. And once it stops, I just, you know, I just join back and attack the boss. But yeah, it pretty much repeats cycle after this. But he do one more mechanic. He do target a random person and actually will put a little ice circle under you called the Ram Keeper. It would stay there for a long time. It probably stay there permanently. I don't know. We burn the boss so goddamn fast. But that's pretty much it of this fight. It's very easy, very simple. If you understand it. If people don't understand it, just ask for help. And it pretty much color coordinated. But you could really say violet, move in, violet move in, blue move out. Pretty much you can read it. But anyway, after I did that, I went to my grand company. Here we go. After promotion, then after my promotion, I'm not gonna lie, it told me to go back in. It told me to go back in. But anyway, I got my rank up. Now, once I got my rank up, I actually unlocked the second tier pretty much the second tier of my hunter log for my grand company. I will show it here in a second. I try to fight for another promotion, but that won't work. I ain't got enough seals. Well, I actually do got enough seals, do I? I'm just looking. Look at me, bro. I don't got enough seals. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing right here. I think I'm just traumatized to get those seals again. I mean, not that bad. But anyway, I'm not. Yeah, I show a little bit. Why not? But anyway, I show a little bit, and it's time to go to different zones, and I need to go back to Color's Cry. I almost cried when I saw that. But I actually like that dungeon a lot, so I actually don't actually mind it, as long as it's not the other dungeon I did previously. But that besides the point, we're gonna skip past this, and we're gonna do our level 44 dungeon. So. Is it level? No, 41 dungeon. I'm sorry. Level 41 dungeon. As you see me here, I was live streaming it because of reasons. I'm about to do it off stream, but people want to see me play Final 14. See me want to make a video. I did that, so I like a mess. I know. Listen. I was chilling. The only thing you need to know. Anyway, as we start this dungeon, Sorry, I restarted the dungeon. I say what's up to everybody. I restarted the dungeon. I actually forgot how to play white mage a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was a sage for a minute. I was like, oh shoot, hold up. Okay, whatever, right? But anyway, this pool could go wrong quickly. So you could do a small pool. You could do a very small pool, or a very large pool. You could pull to another room. So as you can see here, a wyvern will drop down, do some damage. So don't stand in front of there, and don't stand in front of the tank, because that would happen what the dancer did. So the dancer will be a little more careful next time. But anyway, that's pretty much what all I got to show right here. Just be very careful with the wyvern drop down, where it drop down at. But anyway, this is the first boss. Ain't nothing much to say about the first boss, but I would try to explain much best of my abilities. So as the tank did, he did the right thing, turning away, because like he do a nasty cone ability, which called Lion Breath. Lion Breath actually would do a decent chunk of damage to the tank and actually give it a dot. Now the boss will actually run to one of the corners, and you do not want to be in front of the boss. And I actually recommend do not be in front of the tank, because when he done doing his thing, he would actually target the tank and try to do Lion Breath. But if you're quick enough, you can actually dodge that. So the tank actually did a really good thing. The tank was amazing. But anyway, later on in the fight, he would actually do it twice. Like he did what called swig with him. He do it once, then like you behind the boss and don't be in front of the tank. He'll do it twice. Once again, get away from the tank. He gonna do it again. Boom. He knew he couldn't have dodged, so he didn't even try. But anyway, that's the first boss. But we're gonna skip past everything else, and we're gonna focus more on the second boss. So the second boss will I had to take a breath after that. I've been talking the whole time. Holy crap. But anyway, the second boss is very simple. You know what it is? They nerfed this fight. I mean, it's more enjoyable. It's less annoying. It's a tank buster and tornadoes. I mean, tank buster, AoE, tornado. I mean, it pretty much nothing else I could explain about this fight. Just that. We used to use cannons back in the day. We used to. Look, I'm trying to hug the cannons. Look at me. But anyway, I actually have to get rid of the cannon. The cannon mechanic was so annoying. But anyway, that's it. And we have the last boss. The last boss is very simple also. It's very simple. They actually nerfed this fight. Because second people had trouble. But anyway, the boss would do an AoE. Look at me. I'm like trying to see what changes. But anyway, you do an AoE, and it would fly up. It would actually do a line. I call it line AoE. Pretty much you see anything glowing blue, move away from it. That's it. Just move away from it. And once it plopped down, stay away from the tank. And that cone is nasty. You a healer or DPS get hit with that. It's so bad. But he would do sheet of ice. I think it's a female, but sheet of ice. Just dodge that, and later on we take more of the boss HP. It will fly up once again. I will show it any second. It will fly up, and this time it will have 2 AoEs under you, like back to back, like right here. Don't worry, it will not stay. Then move again. And this time, instead of going through once, it will do this twice. Hey guys, I went back and heard my voice, and holy crap, I'm sorry. I didn't know my mic was that bad, dude. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't know my mic was that bad. I promise I will get a better mic in the future. Please bear with me. But anyway, that pretty much all the whole fight, and my character disappointment looking around, as you can see right here. But anyway, we did more main quests afterwards, but I just want to show off this zone. It's actually East of Thailand. I love it how they show is earlier, like the starting zones, like the early level zone have a higher level spot that like, I don't know, it's something about it. Like, oh look, at level 16 mod, but further down there'd be a level 40. And this zone, man, it's so beautiful, man. Something about it. But anyway, I went to my grand company, got myself another rank up. I'm Flame Sergeant first class, and right here I actually unlocking the level 44 dungeon. Now I believe it's 2 ways you can unlock it. So just to be safe, I went to my grand company. I went to the embassy in Central Quartet Highlands, and my word to do both, right? But anyway, more ESP for me. But man, I can't just not talk about this dungeon. I actually hate the dungeon the most among every I hate the dungeon the most on every dungeon in Final 14. But we're in 44 dungeon. Oh, I'm gonna drop my phone. We're in level 44 dungeon. Listen, if I sound like I don't care, I actually don't care about the dungeon. I would do this once and never again. But anyway, I'm tanking. I forgot how to do this dungeon. So as you can see here, I just did like a pull, and like one thing I would get this dungeon credit, it would actually show you a mechanic that will be very, very important for the first boss. As you see right here, you gotta wait for the first boss. I'm not gonna show the whole dungeon without trying to scan through this crap because I don't like the dungeon. Yeah, Solo, show the whole thing. Probably when I make my Reborn dungeon video, who knows, right? But anyway, as you can see right here, if the boss is not under the crystal, under the light, he would not take damage. But even under light, he would take damage, which I do like because it just shows like you have to pay attention around your surroundings, and you have to move around, right? Be smart with your decisions. It's not gonna be end of the world, but it's best to pay attention to what you're doing. The boss will summon ads. And the ads you could keep around or burn them down. My group burned them down because like why not, right? But anyway, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit of this fight. But to move around, you will see a text that like the power crystal begin to dim. You look around and see the next crystal actually lit up. And while you do, I wait for the last AOE and go to the next crystal. Remember, you cannot hurt them if you're not under the light of the crystals. But anyway, that pretty much is the last boss. The last mechanic. Now this pull is actually could be a life or death situation. Let me tell you why. So I'm gonna tell you why I pull like this. So pretty much, usually people pull everything to that corner down that slope down there, but I stayed up here. And last time I did this, last time I remember, I died because the healer line of sight, and it was so annoying. It was just line of sight stuff I don't want to deal with, so the healer can target me. So I play it safe and just stay up here. I know people say like, "Hey, Solo, just tell your healer to move up." But same time, like you gotta think about like that 2 second on line of sight actually very important. So I rather not risk it. It's a weird pool for me. I'm pretty much not a good tank in the dungeon, but whatever. But anyway, that's the only thing I want to say. Pop cooldowns. You do a big pull like that, pop heavy cooldowns. But anyway. There's the second boss. The second boss ain't nothing. The second boss, I already take against the wall because he do a pushback randomly, but it's just AoEs. Literally AoEs. And like the AoE will target random people throwing rocks at you. But you see an AoE on the floor, just dodge it. That's pretty much the whole boss fight. It's more easy than Stastasha, which is sad. But anyway, the last boss is actually kind of interesting a little bit. Because he do hit hard. He do really hit hard. But anyway, it's an interesting mechanic. I don't think any other mechanic we've seen so far. Because like this boss, his major mechanic is he be tethered to the crystals. And if you tether to the crystal, you cannot hurt him. So you gotta destroy the crystal. He would do it 3 times. He would destroy you destroy the crystal, and he would target a random player, no matter you a DPS, healer, tank. He would target you, and it actually do a lot of damage. So I did saw somebody die for that. So be careful, make sure you dodge it and stay away from the person that got targeted. If you range, you should be okay because you can move around. Physical range, you can move around easily. But anyway, he would do a tank buster that don't got a name. He would just randomly do it, like you saw earlier. But anyway, you destroy the last crystal. Now this, when he actually buff himself up, not just buff himself up, he will place a blackish purple void on you. If you stand under it, it will do some damage. So don't not stand under it, and pretty much he will just burn him down, and GG, you are done. And yeah, and that's about it, guys. Look at me going. But yeah, this boss is actually pretty easy. Just be careful. Don't face the boss towards anybody. He actually target random people. I don't think I'll say that, but it's whatever. But yeah, I actually don't like the dungeon. I actually don't. Like, it's a lot left out because it was just the pools are so weird for me. The pools is weird. Okay? I don't care what anybody say. Oh, just an okay dungeon. No, it's not. I hate it. Oh, wait, gear? Hold on. I don't remember this part. Hey, I got a book for my scholar later on. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this stuff manually. I'm just showing you that like it's not good to just do auto equip because it will equip. So for me, it will equip the stuff that I got a high vid, but like my defense would go down massively. I'm more into defense than just main stat when I'm leveling. So later on, I believe in Heaven's Word they fixed that, or was it Stormblood? I think it's Stormblood they fixed it, but I think it's Stormblood. I think it's Stormblood. But anyway, you see me like pop my scrolls and stuff, so they ain't no big deal. So after exit out, and I'm done with the dungeon. And yeah, and that's about it. Since I'm level 45, I actually unlocked my I actually got some AF armor level 45, but it can't get the chest piece to level 50 sadly. But anyway, that's besides the point. And now we're gonna fast forward a little bit and talk about the Hauling Eye. The Hauling Eye actually a level, was it 44 trial, no more trial. It's actually not that bad. It's actually very simple. I mean everything is very simple when you're doing dungeons and stuff, but at this point you get used to what you're supposed to do. Now what Garuda does, she pretty much would do an AoE, and you see those pillars back there? Pretty much you want to keep them up as much as possible. Make sure they take less damage as much as possible. And when you jump up like that, use a Mistral Song. Make sure you stand behind the pillars. Don't get hit by that, because it does hurt. But anyway, pretty much if the pillars start to go down, pretty much you take more damage. So I recommend just in story mode, all you gotta do is just burn down Garuda, and she was something like ass. Make sure you destroy those because they will shot down with the pillar. And you see right here, we pretty much went to the transition phase right here. But anyway, she would destroy the pillars, and pretty much I recommend staying near the middle or near the edge of the middle when she do this move right here. You see the black mage at the edge right there? Don't do that. He probably knew, so he doesn't know or didn't remember. But anyway, it's pretty much nothing much I could say. Only one thing I could give out a warning is like she would jump up and do a Mithril Song right after. As you can see right here, she jump up, but this time she'd be at the middle but facing a certain direction with the tank at. But make sure you stand behind her so you won't get hit by that. And that's pretty much it of this fight. She was some more ads, some more feathers. You burn them down, they pop up. But besides that, it's over. But let's talk about my favorite part I actually want to get to. Mordona. Anybody know? Well, Revenant's told, but Mordona. Anybody know? They know. Hey, 2.0, screw it, even 2.1 players, Reborn players. Guys, let people know how amazing Mordona was when it was just a piece of rubble. And my voice may sound different now, because this is like a few weeks later after I'm done recording. But instead of me keep talking about how amazing Mordona is, how it was back in the day and today, but at the moment we want to talk about the level 47 dungeon. Now, this is Omnivale. Somebody pronounced it a different way, but I call it a short term AV. People say I have trouble with this one. This dungeon not that bad. What we usually do, we stay to our left and just pull stuff that's necessary. Only thing that could really get you in trouble is that pretty much that Nyx right there. Only thing you need to do is stay to your left. If you got a shield healer, could put a shield in, he will not pull you in. That's the big advantage of having a shield healer, but we don't. So what he did, he pretty much pulled everything around him, and most of the stuff in the room just sound aggro. So some of the stuff sound aggro. So please be careful. Make sure your tank pop cooldowns as our tank did, and you should be fine. Now we at the first boss. The first boss is very simple. I'm gonna show you the mechanic. Show you the whole mechanic right here. Only thing you do is to watch out for this debuff to go long. And to go long, you have 2 stacks. All we do, we just eat a few and we clear it out. As you can see right here, he's gonna do it again. Boom. Only thing you do is eat a few and you're done. That's the whole mechanic. And we usually let the healer stay near the middle. At the middle, get that middle few, so it'll be more easy for it to heal everybody. But besides that, GG. But anyway, this boss, you don't have to explain anything for the second boss. The second boss is very, very easy. I don't need to explain it actually. All I gotta do is just dodge the indicators and that's it. They nerfed this boss fight, which disappointed me. Now for the last boss, it's similar to the first boss, but different. Now, you said what's so different about this boss fight? This boss fight actually is remember the Gold Long? They gave a different name called Gold Burr, something like that. They do a tank bust, and not just that. You have 3 stacks of the debuff. Make sure you eat a few. Usually people eat 2 to be safe, but usually you'll run out pretty soon of food. So So what I do, I wait for 3 stacks, stay close to my healer as much as possible, and just eat the few. Now you're gonna say, what's so tough about this boss fight? Shockingly, I've been seeing people die on this boss fight. Usually be tanks or healers that can't keep up with tank that don't pop cooldowns. Now you see right here, this boss will actually run to a certain position and spawn more bro fuse, or whatever. Pretty much as you burn the fuse down and you are good. That's pretty much the whole fight within the dungeon. Then after that, I pretty much just a level 50. Got a level 50 on. I pretty much got a level 50 on Bard, but I actually got a level 50 on my Paladin. Then once you get level 50 on Paladin, you get your level 50 armor, or your AF armor, and you get a level 90 version of that armor also. I do find it kind of cool they give you 2 variants of the same armor. It's just one is stronger than the other. The like, chest feet, I think I'm level 55, but level 50 you can wear level 50, but I'm level 55. Oh, and you get level 90 armor. I mean, who's not going to wear the level 90 armor? It look more cooler to me. And pretty much glamour is the true end game. We all know that. So pretty much glamour over if I want to. It ain't no big deal. But but anyway, I ain't gonna lie, I do like this AF armor. And next part, we're not gonna talk about the 2 dungeons because it's irrelevant. It's very simple, very easy. It used to be 8 people you do it with. Now it's 4. It's a long cutscene. Can't skip it, by the way. But we're gonna talk about the trial. Now the trial is actually very fun. I skipped the cutscene, but I was so excited to do it. See a big smile on my face. This fight actually pretty fun because this fight is ultimate weapon. I mean, like, who not excited to fight ultimate weapon? I mean, I'm not going to explain the mechanics because we actually talk about these mechanics already. Which pretty much he gonna summon 3 primal. We're gonna summon Titan, Garuda, then Ifrit going to be the last one. Then gonna be a second phase, so I'm not gonna talk about. It's just a lot of dodging, so I'm not gonna talk about that one. But anyway, this fight pretty fun. I just gonna go. Now I'm not gonna talk much about it, but we're gonna talk about the solar instance. The solar after you beat ultimate weapon, there's gonna be a solar instance. You can see right here. You see me like skipping through stuff. There's not much to talk about, but the solar instance is actually pretty cool. They actually changed it for players to have better experience. It used to be like a part of the trial, but they changed it. There's actually more I want to say, but I'm gonna call that video here because like I did a longer video. It was 3 hours long. So that one of the reasons is feel like it was rushed. I don't think I show up a clip for me going to Northern Thailand. I don't think I talk about that one Solar Instant level 49 used to be a trial. I didn't show the footage of me unlocking Blue Mage, the Gold Saucer, me playing Scholar. I ain't show that one for a particular reason. I enjoyed it a lot actually. And I didn't talk about how Scholar and some of the changes to ESP. It's a lot of stuff I did discuss. Now, I would make a part 2. The part 2 would actually be more fleshed out. You know, me actually taking my time, and I would not explain every dungeon. I'm going to show the dungeon names and just talk about dungeon I actually care about, which is very little in Reborn. So, or talk about some dungeon I actually hate, which is what called Fair Serious or something like that. I forgot what it's called, but I want to say, guys, sorry for this video being not as fleshed out. Sorry to feel rushed. I didn't like Blue Mage, by the way. Sorry to feel rushed. It been 3 hours. I had to cut down a lot in real life situations. Been slowing me down. So I'm actually going to end the video here. I promise you guys, it's gonna be a part 2. Me going to Reborn. It'd be more, more exciting, right? Because like once you get to the end of 2.3 and beyond, we're gonna talk about the story portion of me really got excited for the story scenario. That actually when I actually got excited for the story. I think 2.2 was Leviathan and like show off Rogue and Ninja. They typically tease Rogue and Ninja, and we have some news about Rogue and Ninja, but I'm not gonna talk about that anyway. I did unlock Ninja and got to 50, and all the job I got to 50: the Paladin, Ninja, Bard, Scholar, Summoner, and White Mage. I feel like I'm forgetting one more job. I don't remember, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Once again, sorry for the video feel like it was rushed. It was kind of is. I ain't gonna lie, but I had to edit a lot of stuff out. unless you want to see a 3-hour long video. But part 2 should be shorter. It should be a bit shorter because it's just me just hovering through everything. Probably 30 minutes, who knows. But I did thought about going to the whole Reborn video. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post this to do part 2 whenever I feel like it, because I do want to save some more room on my PC. And now you know, God, now you know why it took me 10 years to do this, because I've been talking a lot. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, guys, have a good day and take care of yourself. And see you guys next time on my 14 video. Take care.